Hello and welcome back to Singing for Instrumentalists. My name is Katie, and today we're going to talk about some top mistakes that instrumentalists make. And I'm not pointing any fingers at anybody except for me. These are lessons that I've learned, and hopefully my mistakes will help you in the future. So I hope that this helps you, and it helps you to be able to sing with freedom and to be able to express yourself in the way that you want to. First, we're going to talk about the microphone. I don't have my SM58, Shure SM58. I don't know where it is. So I'm going to use this remote right here. Here we go. You ready for this? Life-changing. Ice cream cone, microphone. Ice cream cone, microphone. Yes, the sensors in the microphone, if you are singing over top of it, you're not utilizing the microphone like you could. All the little sensors right there in that little ball, the little ice cream cone part right there, that dome, boom, there it is. Then you have a direct line into the signal. You're sending a lot of signal to the microphone, and then the sound engineer doesn't have to push your sound, okay? Because I've had students where they sing like this, and then there ends up being feedback in their monitor because their mic is so hot because they're trying to pick up the signal from that person's voice, but they're not giving enough signal, okay? So instead of pushing more, put the microphone this way. See if that helps. Another thing about the microphone, trust the microphone and trust your sound engineer if there is a sound engineer. I see a lot of people when they're singing in a noisy environment like a coffee shop or perhaps a bar or a club or something like that, and they oversing. They overuse their voices. They think they need to hear themselves, and if they don't have a really good monitor mix, that's another thing. They don't have a really good monitor mix and they can't hear themselves sing, then they oversing. They overuse their voice. I've done that before time and time again. Trust the microphone. Trust that it's going to pick up your sound and you're being heard. And if you're not, and it's the sound engineer's fault, just know that you did everything that you could. But you did sing in such a way where you were supporting your singing and you were not overusing it, because then your recovery time afterwards will be shorter. Don't oversing. Use that microphone. It is your best friend. Trust your sound engineer. So the third one is never underestimate the power of articulation. So as you're singing, it's very easy for everything to get lost, especially in a room full of people. Pretty soon you start sounding like this, everything is really muffled and you can't make it, but you can't really understand what I'm saying. But if I use my articulators, my lips, my teeth, my tongue, and I give just about 20% more with my articulators, I find that one, I have better breath support because my air just isn't escaping all of the time. I find myself using my diaphragm muscles a little bit more. I'm just so much more aware of my vocal technique when I'm articulating. And people can understand me more. So there have been times when I have been leading worship at my church or different places, and then I sing and people can understand me. But when I go to pray, my voice is really soft and people can understand me. Well, I have to remember that one, I have to be able to articulate myself using my lips, my teeth, my tongue, so that people can understand me. Because the way that I speak needs to be a little bit different than the way that I sing, especially if I'm going to fill a room with my voice that has a lot of people in it. Because with a lot of bodies in a room, they're going to absorb the sound. So make sure that you're articulating. Never underestimate the power of your articulators. Don't forget to support your singing. I know that when you get on stage, there can be an adrenaline rush. You start to get excited, you start to jump around, you start to lose your breath, and then pretty soon you're just starting to labor when you're singing. And you should be able to sing with complete freedom and complete expression, making sure that you are supporting your breathing. So slow down, make sure that you are using all of the techniques that you remember as if you were just sitting still in your room. So make sure you don't forget to support. It's so incredibly important that you do so. In the studio, you can create, studio magic, where you can sing the highest you've ever sung and make a really big impact with a song that you've written. But our voices, I tell my students that I wish our voices were more like dogs, where they're always happy to see us and they do whatever we want them to do. Like, oh my goodness, you're here? I'm so excited. Let's play. Let's do this. You want to go here? Yeah, I'll go there. Yeah, let's do that. But I feel like, sadly, our voices are more like cats, where they're like, I like you, but I don't know if I will. Wait, you want to pet me? No, I'll let you pet me just for a little bit, and then I'm going to go away. Where's my food? Where is my food? Do you really, you want me to go over there? Nope, I'm not going over there. You have to come to me. I wish that our voices were just on all of the time. There are things that we can do in order to strengthen them so that we are able to sing the way that we want to sing, the way we want to sing it at all times. But if there is a particular part in a song that is very low or very high in your range, or there are certain things that you can only sing on very, very good days, have a backup vocal part practiced for that, just in case, because there are times when we're singing live and we feel like we're firing on all cylinders and we're like, yes, I'm gonna go for it, and then it comes out and you think, oh no, that was a blunder. That was not what I wanted. If you've ever done that before like I have, you know that, you know what, I think it's good to practice something, to have an alternative vocal run or vocal part, so that just in case there are times when you feel like, you know what, I'm not feeling my greatest today, I'm going to sing this and it's still going to create a beautiful sound and it's still going to be supported and I'm not going to blow out my voice for the rest of the set. Have that ready for you. Have that ready, practice that. You're going to be so thankful that you did. Okay, avoid cold water while you're practicing and during a set. Cold water will shock your vocal cords. I mean, if you ever jumped into a cold pool or a cold ocean or just a cold bath, anything like that, your muscles constrict. They go, oh, and they tighten up. Same thing with your vocal cords. If you give it a nice cold ice bath, whoa, your vocal cords will take a while to warm up and loosen up again. So you're shocking your vocal cords if you drink cold water. Now, warm water may not be your favorite. I get it. I understand. But your body will thank you for it. It really will. Your vocal cords will remain warm and supple, and you'll be able to sing with vocal freedom without having to wait for your vocal cords to warm up. And then, you just basically stunted your vocal prowess. Just try the lukewarm water, try the room temperature water, see if that helps. Posture, 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 posture. I know it's very impactful to play like this, and you're right there, and you're trying to sing, and you do the Taylor Swift thing where your hair goes back and forth, back and forth, back, like this. So I'm not criticizing Taylor Swift at all. But can you imagine the impact that can have on your body as you're trying to sing? I mean, she didn't do that while she was singing. But can you imagine, like, look at my diaphragm, look at my rib cage. It is collapsed and hunched over when I'm trying to sing. And so if I find myself laboring, I just make sure I straighten just a little bit. And then I make sure that I'm able to engage my muscles and to expand my rib cage. Do we need to have the proper technique every time and have a very straight back and everything? It's not realistic. It's ideal, but it's not realistic. So just be very, very aware of that. Guitarist, I'm also talking to you. Hunch. Yeah? There are times when I'm like, man, my shoulders hurt. My back really hurts. Oh, just need to straighten up just a little bit. Helps a lot. Also, if you are leaning forward, look what happens. Look, you have what I call the turtle. Turtle. This. Oh, putting so much pressure on your larynx. Just poof, turtle. That. Just be very aware of your posture. If you're finding yourself straining to sing, do just a couple minor adjustments. Round your shoulders back a little bit, sit up a little bit straighter. Make sure that you're really aware of this entire part of your body, making sure that it's free, making sure that you're able to move it freely so that you can support your singing. Please let me know in the comment section below, was there something that I said that resonated with you where you're like, oh my goodness, been there, done that. Help me to not feel so alone in this. There have been so many times when I have oversung, I have overdone it, when I could have just adjusted, made just minor adjustments to help me, just to make sure that my singing was so much more free and I could have so much more of an impact and my recovery time was reduced. So let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. I can't find my microphone. Where's my microphone? I've got really big hair, just to let you know. I'm proud of it. I saw a t-shirt that said curls and goals. I want that t-shirt. Yes, I want that t-shirt. Are you here? Here you go. Okay. Microphone pointed to me at an angle.